going to talk about judgment, about rebuilding a new world. Judgment. To the degree we judge, to the degree we become the dark. And this is really something we are to open our hearts to, because this is going to be setting up the pace for the new world we are going to be creating. We have the opportunity to create. So judgment is going to be the factor that we either we handle it or we miss it completely. This is our chance. This is our chance to create a new world. So let's see what's happening out there. How are we doing with judgment? This is our opportunity to actually really look into us. And do we judge everything? Do we judge the virus? Do we judge, oh, well, you know, somebody who is judged quite a bit is Trump, right? Like, and to mention one, many of the dirigents in France, it's Macron, and they're, you know, those who are making the big decisions. But really, truly, guys, would you like to be one of those beings with so many important decisions to make and with so much pressure? There's the pressure, you know, the economic pressure. There's the pressure of, you know, I have to please the people. I have to take care of them. Yes, sometimes we have the perception it's not for our good, but who are we to judge? And how would we behave if we were in those shoes? What decisions would we make? Isn't that, would you like to be, honestly, would you like to be a president today? I mean, there's so much crap going out there. What is the best decision, right? I would not want to be a president. I tell you, I love to be the president of the community that I'm leading and the families or the friends that I have. I feel like I'm the president when I can show them the way of love. And that's your responsibility. It's that simple. If we want to rebuild a new world, it starts with us. We all know this here. So if it starts with us, is who are we? If we continue to put judgments towards what's going on out there, we continue to fuel the dark. And we become the dark. And we fuel everything that is going in a sense of non-love. So we need to plug back to love. And here's what's happening is, if we were able to actually send love to Trump instead of criticizing his decisions or criticizing his way of being or his haircut, we have an opinion and a judgment on everything. And that is not love. We have an opinion about the virus, how it started, where it started, who created it, and if it was, you know, like, who cares? Don't fuel that energy. Don't put that judgment there. Who cares? It's there, right? So what are we going to do about it? The only way to heal, and we all know this, is with love. Why is it that we are unable to really plunge into this energy and to actually really live it? Just talking about love, about consciousness, does not change the world anymore. We have to raise the bar. We have to dim up our light, to crank up the volume to our integrity and impeccability in living this love. So now we start to send love to Trump, to send love to the virus, to send love to all of the people, the dark forces or the entities, whoever the groups that want to conspire to exterminate the world. Let's send them love. Let's lead with love. Let's show them the way. But criticizing them, having judgment towards them, it's just fueling the fear, it's just fueling the aggressivity. We're actually completely doing something different. So here's what's happening with love. If we are committed to only bring love outside of us, this is going to be creating our first layer of protection, our armor. In French, it's funny, it's beautiful. I love it because amour is love in French. And armor is this protection field, that shield that we have around us. And it's just one letter apart. There's just an R, right? Armor versus amour. It's beautiful. It says it all. That is our shield, guys. And so to the degree you have this impeccability around love, you become your own, you have created your own armor. And any attack is going to be just like, you know, if an arrow comes and you have your armor, the arrow goes back. It's going to be the same thing. The attack of toxic people towards you, then boom, it reflects. Then you have the 5G, it reflects. You have any other things that come to you, it will reflect back if you are into love. And to the degree you judge, there is no armor. You're dissolving your armor. Isn't that a great concept? Isn't that a great thing to remember? Because that's the truth. We forgot the truth. We're so contaminated by the fear and by the toxicity that is going out there. Let's breathe. Let's replug to love. Let's live what we know. Ultimately, if we want to build that new world, you know, we can lead movements to bring more love, but we need to do it from a place of love, not from a place of fear, and not from a place of anger and resentment. I see so many leaders out there. It is fueled by anger and resentment. How can we start a new world based on that energy? This is completely nuts, guys. We need to wake up. And it starts by us forgiving ourselves for the crap we've done. Of course, it's easier to point the finger at the crap they've done. The crap that they're doing, the false decisions and what they've done is disgusting, abusing children and stuff. Who are we? Who are we? How have we abused other people in other forms? It can be with mean words. It can be with mean intentions. It can be with mean, tons of things we can do that is in a place from out of love, not from love. And we need to come from that place from love. Any movement we want to create out there to rebuild a new world must come from love, no resentment. So to the degree we are still pointing the finger, they do this. Yes, there's disgusting. Of course there's disgusting. I know tons of things about children and abuse of women and trafficking of humans. I know it all. And I don't need to read about it. I don't need to hear about it. I know. It's what's going on in the world. If you're plugged in with the world, you know those things naturally. You don't have to research them. You don't have to read about it. You don't have to fuel your being with those news. You just know because you're plugged in with the world. You're part of the world. It's only if you are thinking you're different, that you think you're an element, an electron that is totally outside of it, that is on its own planet, that you cannot know what's going on in the world. And that is the toxicity that is happening with many human beings. Thinking we are so special, so unique. Who do we think we are? We have forgotten we are love to start with. We have forgotten that very simple truth that we are love. And we are the creator of this new world. So let's take the courage, let's have the courage to forgive those people who have harmed us, that have been mean to us. Let's take the courage to forgive ourselves. If we don't do that, we are starting a new world based on crap. Based on resentment, on anger. And then we're on a la-la land to think we can do that. In fact, God will not let us do that. That's going to be our test. When I say God, for those of you who are joining for the first time, you call it Allah, Buddha, the universe, the source. It doesn't matter. It's the creator. It's the Almighty. And that entity, that being, that creator will not let us build a new world based on crap. So here is our invitation. Either we get on it and we clean, we do our forgiveness exercises. By the way, for those of you joining for the first time, there is all of these episodes of Lover Dose of Good News are on the YouTube channel of that name, Lover Dose of Good News. And you can find some techniques on how to do the steps of forgiveness. It's a very easy 5-step, and it's there. There's a little video, 20 minutes, to show you how to do it. So plug into it. Do your work. Those who don't do the work, guys, will not have a chance to be part of the new world. And again, all of this, your soul, your heart already know. Only your head is continuing to hang on to the old, hang on to ego, and hang on to this, I don't know, that thought that we can create something else than what the Creator intended in the first place. That is our pure arrogance as us human beings. And the good news is in all of this is that we don't have to worry. The dark is going to be eliminated naturally by us coming to the light and by us showering the love, because it's going to be this armor factor. The dark is going to be reverted, it's going to be returned, and eventually it's going to be transcended. Guys, we can, if we all completely crank up the volume and dim up our light and come to love, truly from a place of absolute purity to love, we will absolutely have the dark transcended into light. And that is the beginning of the new world. The beginning of the new world. And it starts with us. How many times will we have to talk about this to know that it starts with us? How many times do we have to remind us that it starts with us? But to live this here, only here, to know that concept, it starts with us right here, it's not going to quite cut the mustard, guys. It's how we behave. It's who we are. It's every word. How do we put our intentions? What is it every day that you do in your business, in your relationship, in your day-to-day for yourself? Is it coming out of love? Or is it to fulfill your ego? You want to be right, so you stay in a fight. You want to create a business, it's only for your freaking bank account. You want to create something for the world, but it's like just to show off who you are. That is not love. We need to wake up. And I'm going to give you a little exercise for fun to finish. I always love to. We need to put this in practice, right? Just talking about it, just hearing about it, it's not going to change anything, because you continue to do your day-to-day life as who you are. And if you stay in that mode of ego and fear and judgment, there's nothing that changes, and days go by and by and by, and nothing changes. And we're still hoping for a new world. And that's the description of insanity by Einstein, right? Keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expect a new result. So you keep plugging into judgment and anger and resentment, and not forgiving people around you that have hurt you, not forgiving yourself for the crap you've done, but yet you're hoping to have a new world. That is insane, guys. That is insane. So the pill, the love pill, will heal all, but you need to take it. So here's the exercise for every one of us. It's midday here in North America. So if it's the evening already for you in Europe and wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is, you start now. You start now by doing a forgiveness exercise. Go to the YouTube channel, Lover Dose of Good News, Stéphanie Rottet. Search it. There is that episode that is going to teach about, give you the tips, the technique to go into deep forgiveness. And you do it again and again and again with that same person, the same situation, until it's healed, until there's no charge about it, until you love that person. And you just recognize, wow, thank you for playing that role in my life. And Trump is playing a role in our life. And all of the guys that are conspiring to destroy the world are playing a role in our life. Let's not fool ourselves. Let's not be arrogant and just point the finger. They are serving us. They're serving our evolution as a species, as humanity. So let's say thank you to them. It's awesome. So this is our practice, guys. From now on, just love. Love everything. You see something, someone, you go outside, there's lots of homeless out there, at least in Calgary right now, they're everywhere, and we need to send love to them. We need to send love to those who are stealing to feed themselves. We need to send love for those who are thinking about committing suicide. We need to send love to those who are building some protection device from the 5G that are actually doing the opposite, but it's all manipulation and it's all crap. It's all control. And we need to send love to them. And we need to send love to those who created the 5G. Bless their hearts. That's the absolute weapon that is going to all freaking fry us and kill us. Let's send them love. Let's send love to that very technology so that it is being reflected when it comes to us, our armor. We are in love, guys. Nothing can kill us. Nothing can destroy us. Nothing can affect us if we are in this absolute place of love. And it requires practice. It requires practice. This is not something we can manage from here and pretend. There's no pretension anymore, guys. We have come to that place. And we just had the little warm-up with the virus. We've had the little warm-up. Guys, we need to wake up. So you are warned, you're aware, and you know. I'm just putting words to something your soul and your heart already know. It is going to get intense, and to the degree we raise our vibration, to the degree we connect to love, to the degree we have a capacity to avoid judgment and avoid contaminating the world with more judgment, then we are, first of all, going to be saved. That's the only way we save the world. We cannot save the world. We need to save ourselves and then spread that light, share that. Let's contaminate the world with our disease of love. Then you share it with your neighbors above, next door, the ones at the front, the back. You just contaminate the world. This is how we start a new world, and it's easy to gain. So let's do it. I'm excited, and I want to take just a moment to plunge into you, to plunge into your love, all of that juice you have to give. Just go clean it up with the forgiveness practice. Crank up the volume. Dim up your light, and together, let's create a new world. It's doable. It's easy. With love. Yeah, breathe. Feel that love in your body, in your soul, in your heart, in every single cell of your body. It's vibrating. It's there. You just need to activate it a little bit more. It's going to be that much more. Woohoo! And from that place, you build a new family. That place, you create a new business. From that place, we are together creating a new world. Thank you very much.